Hello, it's me, SuperMarioDude, back again after a pretty long break, and welcome to Is It Worth It? A series where I tell you if anything, video game or anime related, is worth your money and or your time. Today is an anime episode, so I will review Black Clover. At the time of writing this, Black Clover is around a 154 episode anime series that is based on the shounen manga, Black Clover. So it is still ongoing, so I'll be reviewing everything up to 154 and probably past that if you know. So Black Clover is about this one guy named Asta, and he has no magic, and I'm not going to explain the story. Really, what you gotta know is that it's a shonen jump story, meaning it is basically super basic. It's very straightforward. It's not going to go anywhere, alright? You're not going to get a lot out of it. You're not going to sit there and be like, damn, bro, the story though, like, no, it's a shonen jump story. It has so many shonen jump cliches. Basically, it's a very generic story. You could probably predict what's going to happen next. However, it's not really going for story. But if it's not going for story, what is it going for then? Well, at least how I see it, I think Black Clover is really going for the fight scenes it's pushing throughout basically every single episode. I feel as if the story lies within these action scenes. These fight scenes can get pretty creative overall, actually. You're not going to sit down and be like, well, this story is really deep. You know, I think this is my favorite show. No, it's not going to be like that. It's just going to be crazy fight scenes like, oh my god, this guy is just a demon now, and he's just yeah, I'm just done talking here about the fight scenes. Alright, so next I want to talk about the characters. And in terms of character development, I would say it's decent. They introduced a lot of characters very early on the show, but not as much, not like a lot, so it's not cluttered. However, a lot of the characters at the beginning I personally did not like. They were simply rather just too plain or annoying. But as the show progressed, again, of course, you learn to like them. I guess you could say that about any show, but this show especially just takes a really long time for that to happen, especially since the development, in my opinion, is kind of slow. But, you know, I guess the characters get better and better and better, so it's not a whole... So, you know, the characters started growing on me, you know, but really, I think the characters, in my opinion, should have been stronger from the beginning. Speaking of characters, there is one in particular that drove a lot of people away from the show at the start, and that is, of course, the main character, Asta. So for the first 15 episodes or so, you would know that it's just screams. For each and every episode, most people just say for 20 minutes straight, it's just Asta screaming. Sounds like someone's putting nails on a chalkboard with like grating cheese. I don't even know anymore. It was just awful. Most people said it was awful. And that is, of course, only if you're watching sub. If you're watching dub, then you're lucky. But for me, in my opinion, I didn't find the screaming annoying. I know. I'm just tolerant to annoying people somehow, even though I just think some of the characters are annoying. But I don't know, for me personally, I wasn't really annoyed by it. So if you're someone who's like used to yelling, you know, you live in a loud family maybe, then yeah, I don't think the yelling's gonna bother you. But just saying, the first 15 episodes, just like almost everything, is pretty weak overall. One last thing about the characters is that I actually really like the in-between episodes about when the characters just sort of talk to each other, basically without the fight scenes, but basically sometimes even filler. I actually like some of these episodes. These episodes are actually kind of funny. Just saying. Okay, now it's time to move onto the soundtrack. Come on. The thing I'm most famous for. Actually, I'm not famous at all. But really, I don't have much to say here. The soundtrack overall is alright. It fits the environments overall and what's really going on. Nothing really like stuck out to me, but there's something that we all need to discuss here, right? We gotta put our business suits on for this one, you know. We all gotta sit at the meeting table. The openings. See, the openings are some of the best, just the best openings ever. These openings are so good. I mean, I don't associate with people who skip the Black Clover openings, really. My personal favorite, of course, is probably Painted Black or Black Catcher, or as of recently, probably even Grandeur. Now, what are my overall thoughts on Black Clover? Well, in my opinion, this anime, Black Clover, has a lot of potential to be something even greater than a somewhat generic shounen. That's about it. As it stands, Black Clover takes the best from regular shounens and incorporates them all here. I think you get what I'm trying to say here. Basically, it's pretty generic, but it's still fun. But I'm still going to keep an eye on this one for a bit longer until it ends on March 30th, just to see, because as of right now, the Spade Kingdom arc is kind of picking up in some places. So you never know, it could end up being pretty good. Now for the question on everyone's mind. Is Black Clover worth this 160 some episode watch? In my opinion, if you don't have any other anime to watch that are really good, then I guess it's fun. You won't regret watching it. In my opinion, I think a score for this anime would be like a 5.5 out of 10, maybe a 6 out of 10 if I'm feeling generous. I should explain a 5 real quick. A 5 in my opinion is average, nothing special but nothing bad either. 6 is like above average, good, you know, and then you get the point. Basically 5 is average, and everything below that is kind of bad, and everything above that is good. So I think Black Clover for 6, I think, or 5.5 really, that's kind of a good area. So yeah, that's basically what the ranking system, what I consider the ranking system to be. So 0 is like nothing to gain, 5 is painfully average, and a 9.5 or 10 are masterpieces. So this 6/5.5 to me is just decent. Alright, now with that all the way, thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry again for not uploading for a really long time. I really don't have an excuse this time. Really, it's just a lack of motivation. So much has been going on, and then I really just wanted just a break, I guess, even though I feel like it takes so many breaks. Videos just take a lot out of me, okay? They just are really long, especially since I have school and stuff. But also, in that meantime, I have done so much, such as play Persona 5 Royal and finally beat Persona 5 Royal, and play Xenoblade 2 and finally Xenoblade 2 characters in Smash. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is 2021 is going to be a big year for me, basically. I have a lot of videos I planned, so yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy this brand new outro for 2021. I'll see you all later.